Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, as always, several stories. We will go from Endrick to Semenyo, the comments of Maresca, Pep Guardiola, a new name for Barcelona. Let's jump into it. And here we are, guys, because the market is coming. The summer transfer window is far, but the January transfer window is about to arrive. But we have summer topics, we have January topics, because yes, now it's January transfer window coming, but there is already rumor on the managers for the summer. Remember the video I dropped yesterday about the manager situation, but there is more to say after the comments today. I wanted to start from a story I broke exclusively. It was end of October when I told you Olympique Lyon want to sign Endrick from Real Madrid. Presented their project to Endrick. Then they got the agreement with Endrick, and now what I can tell you guys is that the deal for Endrick to Olympique Lyon will happen. So it's about the final details, can be any moment. I will let you know, I will keep you posted when it's gonna be. Here we go. But Endrick to Olympique Lyon, the exclusive story from few months ago, is set to become reality in January 2026. With the conditions I told you, straight loan. I also expect a clause to be included in the deal, not a buy option clause, not a buy obligation clause, because Endrick will be back to Real Madrid in summer 2026, but a clause for an extra payment to Real Madrid if Endrick doesn't play a certain number of games, because they want guaranteed game time for Endrick, the player, Real Madrid, and so the direction is very clear. Endrick already spoke to Paulo Fonseca, and so I fully expect Endrick to be one of the first names of the January transfer window, joining Olympique Lyon. Another big name, guys, Semenyo. The release clause, £65 million, is gonna be valid until the beginning of January. Around, is not official, is a private document, but sources say around 10th of January. That would be the expiry of the release clause for Semenyo from Bournemouth. A January move is expected to happen, because in November, Liverpool called to be informed on Semenyo. And Liverpool appreciate the player, but at the moment Liverpool have not made official contact with Bournemouth or with his camp to start negotiations. Just a call in November to understand the structure of the release clause. Tottenham have been interested, but in this moment, what I can tell you is that after the last 2-3 days, at the moment, Tottenham are not advancing on this topic for Semenyo, as of today. Then the two clubs from Manchester. If you are following my channel here, I told you, Monday, Tuesday, Man United and Man City both called for Semenyo. I can confirm that. Man City and Man United are both involved in the conversation for Semenyo. So United are in the race, eventually to have Semenyo to play in different positions, can play in the current system for Ruben Amorim, or eventually they can change the system and Semenyo could be still an important player with a different kind of tactical approach. And then there is Manchester City looking for a winger in 2026. Semenyo is not the only name on their shortlist. Man United already had Semenyo on their list in the summer, but then they invested on Mbeumo and Cunha. But Amorim is a big fan of Semenyo, and Man City are also there, with their management very interested in the player. So City and United fully involved. Liverpool made a call in November. Tottenham liked the player, but at the moment the deal is still not advancing. So let's see what's gonna happen, because remember, the clause is there, £65 million. So it's on Semenyo to decide what he wants to do. And these conversations with the clubs are going to be important to understand his future. But remember, the clause is expiring on the 10th of January. So it's going to be a crucial moment very soon to decide the future of Semenyo. In these conversations, guys, usually players also want to understand about the managers. And one of the managers involved is Pep Guardiola. Today, Pep Guardiola said in a very clear way that he's fully focused on Manchester City. He said, you always ask me about this question, if I can leave City or not at the end of the season, but maybe when I will be 75 or 76, I will be leaving Man City. Of course, Pep is joking, but what I can tell you is that internally at Manchester City, what they are doing is just preparing a contingency plan in case Pep leaves in summer 2026. Is that decided? No. Is that guaranteed? No. But Enzo Maresca is part of a short list, not only Enzo Maresca, of managers appreciated by Man City. Then, as I told you yesterday, let's call it an appreciation, because at the moment there are no agreements, nothing done, nothing decided for Pep, for Enzo. That's the situation. So let's respect all these managers doing their hard job for Man City, for Chelsea in this case, Enzo Maresca and Pep Guardiola, and then we will see. It's an appreciation, it's a contingency plan. Pep has not communicated anything, has not decided anything. Enzo Maresca, in press conference today, said that he can guarantee that he will be Chelsea manager next season. I said I'm under contract till 2029. Enzo Maresca is doing a fantastic job at Chelsea. 3 semi-finals in 1 year and a half, and also the performances, some special nights for Chelsea, winning the Club World Cup, the Conference League, bringing Chelsea back to Champions League football, that night with Barcelona. So Chelsea and Enzo Maresca, the situation has been excellent in terms of results so far. We have to say that. Then there is the appreciation from City, but Enzo Maresca said, calm down, it's speculation. So full focus on Chelsea job. Then guys, I wanted to add something on Barcelona, because Barcelona are always working on players for the future, and one of the names I wanted to mention to you today is called Hamza, and he's an Egyptian striker, 17 years old. He did very well on the Under-17 World Cup. Barcelona were monitoring and scouting the player at the Under-17 World Cup, so following this boy, they were very interested in this player. What I can tell you is that despite some calls from France, from Germany, and also from Italy, Hamza has one dream, and this is to play for Barcelona. So Hamza would be more than happy, more than excited to join Barcelona. Conversations already started between the agents of the player himself, Hamza, and Barca. My understanding is that the deal would be for Barca Athletic. So if Barcelona agree a deal with Al Ahly, his club in Egypt, and eventually sign the player, is not to play for the first team immediately. It will be initially a deal for Barca Athletic, so for the academy of Barcelona, and then eventually have the opportunity, as all the youngsters, to be a Barcelona player for the first team for Hansi Flick in the near future. But the conversation has been very positive on player side. He's dreaming of this opportunity. And then there is the club side. There is a conversation ongoing. Of course, it's not expected to be a crazy expensive deal, but a talent for the future, interesting for many clubs. And so Al Ahly want to follow up with the negotiation in the best way possible for them. Barcelona are talking. Barca have been doing, let me say, a special job in terms of talents. Not just the talents they have at home, of course, with La Masia, but also, for example, Rooney Bargdi. Rooney Bargdi is a player who is now playing Champions League football, La Liga football on a regular basis, and was signed for a super cheap fee, because this is also how Deco wants to work, and also Joao Amaral, people part of his team in the technical side of Barcelona. They really want to follow this model. And so when it's about the scouting, when it's about finding talents, Barcelona also want to invest on that. And Hamza is considered a talent for present and future. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Semenyo, where should he go, and then Endrick, Enzo Maresca, Pep Guardiola, Hamza and Barca. Guys, your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.